Hey, Bobby Manning here. Welcome to the Garden Report at Fiserv Forum here in Milwaukee. Last video here on the ground as we recap a frustrating loss for the Celtics, though one where they played exceptional against a fully loaded Bucks team, down various starters. We're going to go silver lining now. Might as well. I think this game warrants it. Many of the players came out of this one encouraged by how the depth of this team stepped up and almost stole a game from the Bucks by getting a last-second three off, managing a late deficit, down 6 with 3 minutes to go, forcing overtime, building a 5-point lead, and making a few mistakes late that cost them this game, but being in position to win against Giannis, Drew playing at their height, Chris Middleton looking a little more like himself. How do you feel about this matchup now? How the new piece is going to factor into this? Bucks, of course, introducing Jay Crowder, talked about that after shoot-around. Mike Muscala's continued introduction of the Celtics. I'd say the biggest silver line tonight. Sam Hauser's game a powerful one too, though I think we know at this point what Hauser's capable of. Add in rebounding, add in defense, and ball movement tonight that you saw from him. And he's showing to be a guy that can play in the postseason. But if he can't, if he goes cold, same with Grant Williams dealing with an injury. Same with Al Horford nursing his own injury. We talked to him before this game, said that knee flared up coming into it. You now have Mike Muscala, who showed in a spot start tonight. He can defend at the 4. He can make plays as a secondary ball handler. He can cut to the basket and dunk on Giannis. Picked up a technical for that, dunking at least in front of Giannis and then staring him down on that play. An incredible display from him of finishing around the rim, where he hasn't taken many shots this year. I think just 23 attempts at the rim with Oklahoma City. Still going to focus on that three-point shot. 10 attempts, 3 makes from him tonight. Got going early with 10 points. He said he's feeling good about the spacing within this offense. And everybody I talked to, Derek White, Malcolm Brogdon, Al Horford, everybody's saying that this guy is just huge. His presence in there, his floor spacing, you saw it with the lanes White and Brogdon were able to generate going to the rim, the amount of shots that they got off despite Brook Lopez and Giannis being in there. And Joe Mazzulla's trust to play him over Robert Williams in this game. I don't think it's any mistake, as we talked in the last video, that Blake, Grant, Muscala, those are the guys he chose over Rob for much of this game, because when Rob was out there, he's standing at the three-point line and Brook Lopez is standing at the rim because Rob's lack of ability to pull up. Muscala, on the other hand, aggressive getting into that shot them fast, shot them before defenders could arrive, kept the ball moving when he didn't have space. His awareness out there, it looked impressive throughout this game. Took a late 4-shot 3. Then I think the mistakes that happened late in this game came back to the Celtics' need to be aggressive on the offensive end to keep up. Grant, Brogdon, White all made mistakes late in this game, and turnovers piled up for the Celtics by the end of it. Muscala himself forced a, I'd say, ill-advised 3 in overtime as the game started to flow in the other direction. But 18 and 8 in a spot start, playing 40-plus minutes. Derek White had this to say about the performance of Mike. How has that kind of impacted you and the team?
He's been great for us. Come in, we ain't had really a practice, anything. He just kind of just throws in and comes in, shoots the ball really well, spaces the floor, competes, and he's just gonna try to get more and more comfortable as it goes on. And he's still learning our offense and learning our defense, but he's been great for us.
So I came out after the trade deadline and said probably should have been more aggressive going after Jakob Poeltl. Well, on a night like tonight where you're missing 2 bigs effectively with Robert Williams playing limited minutes, Muscala starts, and you're in position to beat the Bucks, who maybe overlooked you, maybe didn't play at their height. They're going to get Crowder and Portis back. We all understand that. But he survived 40-plus minutes in this game, on this stage, in this building. And it looks like he's going to be capable of doing the same, especially as he grows more acclimated into the All-Star break. I talked to him briefly after. There'll be more coming from that on CLNS Media tonight about fitting in with this team, the different steps he's taking, and some impressed reactions from Mike Budenholzer, who called him an all-time teammate. Of course, coached Muscala through his first 4 seasons. and from Horford, his longtime teammate as well. So that's all coming at CLNSmedia.com tonight. Otherwise, strong performances from Derek White. You feel good about him continuing to start. There'll be an interesting discussion now about whether you keep playing with space, starting a White or a Muscala, or continue with double big and the impressive defensive results they built with that group. Robert Williams and Al Horford playing together. I'm still intrigued by what's going to happen after this with Rob. Really perplexing night on that front, but I will swear encouraging. White, Hauser, Muscala, again, the headlines for me out of this one. All appropriate moral victories and strong performance from Brogdon playing forceful as well to keep the Celtics in this. Gritty loss, but I guess moral victory for the Celtics here. And you don't always love to say that, but on a night like tonight, I think it fits. 131 to 125, the final in overtime. Mike Muscala, 18 points, 8 rebounds in his third game with the Celtics. We'll have more coverage of tomorrow's game back in Boston, Pistons-Celtics, starting with pregame on CLNS Media, Celtics All Access. Subscribe over there. Show our sponsors some love. The big reason we're able to go on the road are great sponsors who we love, like BetterHelp. BetterHelp joining the Garden Report rotation, and great app that's going to connect you with licensed therapists and get you 10% off when you go to betterhelp.com/garden. Feeling stressed, not feeling like yourself, get connected with licensed therapists once again through the BetterHelp app and get 10% off by going to betterhelp.com/garden. And of course, athleticgreens.com/garden is going to get you there. Powder that you pour in your water each morning and get vitamins, minerals, adaptogens, probiotics, and more energy boost. All the vitamins and nutrients you need are in there, 75 plus of them, plus a year's supply of vitamin D for free. That's 5 free travel packs and a year's supply of vitamin D when you head to athleticgreens.com. One more time from Milwaukee, back to Boston at some point tomorrow. I'll be on Celtics post-game show one way or another. Celtics lose here to the Bucks, who tie the season series. And this has been the Garden Report on CLNS Media.